Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Kaia Ra Official. Super happy to be back here with you for our Friday Q&A. Just getting my chat sorted so I can see your comments and just setting up my technology. Hi, welcome back. Wow. Serena's sharing, hi, I rarely get to be here live, and I'm so happy that you're here, Serena. Hi, Aaliyah. Hi, Corey. Feel free to just introduce yourself, what city or country that you're watching live from. Every Friday, if I can, with my wild travel schedule that I navigate all year long, I try to go live wherever I'm at in the world on YouTube here for a couple of questions once a week. And in previous years, I've gone live a lot. And so there's a ton of free content here at Kaia Ra Official. Teachings on the Ascended Masters, higher self meditations. We have multiple series that I did that's now available on the Sophia Code app. And yeah, so I just really excited to be here with you. Please explore this channel. There's so much here for you. And if you haven't already downloaded the Sophia Code app, it's a free download on Apple, or for your Apple phone, or for your Android phone. I've already been working a lot this morning, so I'm tripping over my words a little bit, but it's really great to see everyone popping into the chat. Welcome. It feels so good to be reconnecting with you. I hope the sound is good. We've got some really cool questions coming in, and I just want to let my team angels know that I'm looking for those the question list that came in that had been organized, and I'm not actually seeing it here. So if somebody could just text that to me, that would be so great. And while we're waiting for those questions that my team worked so hard on gathering, I'm going to just take a look at the chat and just see, hey, what's up with you? What questions have been coming up for you over the past few weeks? And have you signed up for our Lionsgate ceremony that's coming up on August 8th, which is next Tuesday? It's one of my favorite times of the year to channel. It's such a powerful time to connect with Isis and Hathor and the Syrian white lions. Victoria is sharing, can you download the audio of the Sophia Code book on the new app? That's a great question, Victoria. Thank you so much. There are 8 recordings from the book of the 8 initiations that you can listen to on the app at any time. They're each their own MP3 file. However, the audiobook is distributed through audible.com. So we don't get to put that on the app, but there are multiple recorded pieces from the book that I personally recorded when I had published the Sophia Code, and you're welcome to download those on the app. So that's in our Mystery School resources. Okay, so I'm just going to double check. Great. So all right, we've got a couple of interesting questions that came in, and feel free to also add your questions to the chat as well. And if you want to learn more about the Lionsgate ceremony that I was just sharing about, that's starting at 2 p.m. Pacific live on Tuesday. I get to channel for like a whole 90 minutes straight. I mean, there's just so much content that comes through, so many higher self activations, so much deep connection with the Ascended Masters, and just this real alignment and communion with the energy of abundance and prosperity that happens during this time of year. That's what we're focusing on amplifying for an entire community. Whoa, Jacqueline is asking the question, can you share a little more about accessing our magnificence from our parallel lifetimes? Well, Jacqueline, I would share that Hathor's teachings in the Sophia Code speak extensively about how you can access a clear and empowered remembrance of all your lifetimes through the vehicle of the electrons in every cell of your body. So Your electrons are a multidimensional carrier of all the information that you're looking for from your other lifetimes. And as you activate the divine genome within you with the key code initiations and the Sophia code, you're also activating your ability to receive that information on greater and greater levels, and to process that information and to know what to do with it as you integrate. Like, I don't know, maybe you were a very gifted painter, or maybe you were a very gifted speaker in another lifetime. You'll start to receive those memories, or even the movies of those lifetimes when you activate your divine genome right at the time that you need it most. So I definitely recommend you mentoring with Hathor as you explore that topic even more. And we share a lot about that in the Stargate 2 curriculum in the Mystery School. Let's see, there's some other questions coming in here. Oh, I'm so excited to see everyone in here. It's so much fun. Valerie is asking, can you explain more about why the Sophia Code is a vegan movement? We are not a vegan movement. Just want to get that very, very clear out into the world. We're a sovereignty movement, and we fully support everyone's choice to do what is right for their body. We know that anyone that's genuinely following this work is eating in a very mindful way, and we do not preach a one-size-fits-all dietary model for anyone. What we share, what we offer in our teachings is that your higher self is guiding your eating habits, and those are going to change based on how your body changes over the years. Like, you might go through, many years of being a vegetarian or a vegan, and then something happens in your life and it's time to switch up the diet. And it's just like, there's no judgment here about that. I feel like there's a lot of that in the spiritual community right now. What we teach is sovereignty. We're a sovereignty movement. So if you come to the conclusion in your sovereignty that a certain diet is right for you, we are supporting you to do you. We just want you to do you, to really think through all of your decisions and why you're putting anything into your body, food, beverages, any kind of psychedelics. Just like, you really need to just be with the truth of your own soul and your higher self and your direct connection to God when you're making those decisions. And so yeah, Valerie's sharing, thank you. I didn't understand that, and I greatly appreciate the clarification. Yeah, it's really important to understand that I was a very vocal about certain dietary choices that I was making at one point in my public career. And as I have grown older and wiser, I've really sat with the truth that everyone genuinely needs to do what's right for their body at different chapters in their life. And there's just no one size fits all. I've been deeply immersed in health and fitness over the past 7 years to heal my own body from what happened to me. And that was a big part of my journey. Just spending so much time inside my own body, realizing just how unique the human body is for everyone. The experience of how to care for our body, the experience of, how one thing might be right for an individual for a couple of years, and then it's just not right. And who are we to judge what's right or wrong for someone's body? Like, that's not spirituality. So it's that's where I stand on that. I want you to always do what's right for you. Okay, so the questions that my team had shared that were asked in the app, one of the questions that came into the community forum was this beautiful woman. She shared, I love that each of the Ascended Masters have their own gifts and skills, but how can the Sophia Dragons support us in our leadership? I'd love to work with them in my everyday life. So I love that there's questions naturally coming in about the Sophia Dragons in the app. And I could probably talk for a very long time about the Sophia Dragons, and I'm planning on doing that for a free YouTube live series that we'll be announcing soon, those dates. And ultimately, when you really tune into the medicine of the Sophia Dragons, what you're tuning into is they're helping you with the mastery of your divine purpose. They're helping you show up to the everyday inspiration as well as the everyday steps that are required to fully embody your leadership. They're also inspiring a creative approach to your leadership and to your divine purpose, because as we all know, just like how one diet doesn't fit all, there isn't the same path or purpose for every single person. Everyone is so unique. And so the dragons really help you embrace your own uniqueness while also discovering that you can be disciplined, focused, persistent, and willing to do what it really takes to show up to your divine purpose, because your divine purpose is going to guide you to some very uncomfortable edges in both your personal growth and your professional growth. That's just guaranteed. Like guarantees. If you're really out there making a difference, you're going to be constantly growing from your willingness to be seen as a leader. And no one helps us polish ourselves up better than the dragons, because the Sophia Dragons, as we know from the Sophia Code, they are angelic seraphim that are not bound by heaven or earth. They really come to us from the perspective of Sophia Christ consciousness, opening our eyes to how unlimited we are, and to the totality of our highest potential. And we need magnificent allies that are holding the bar of the truth of our highest potential, because very often when we step into our divine purpose, we start to judge ourselves, we start to doubt ourselves, we start to minimize the impact that we've had. Have you ever experienced that in your own leadership or in your own divine purpose? Feel free to share in the chat so that other people know that they're not alone and how vulnerable it can feel to step forward and be seen in leadership. I can speak for myself personally that mentoring with the Sophia Dragons gave me my full heart inspiration for wanting to stay here on earth and lead when there's so much pain and suffering here, and there's so much trauma. And I had so much trauma to heal from too. I'm still healing from my trauma, from the trauma that I experienced. So the Sophia Dragons inspire me with their vision of ancient golden ages, their knowledge of it, as well as what they can see in our future. And that allows me to, like, when I commune with them and I see what they see, both about our future and also what they see within me as a soul and what I'm capable of sharing here on earth, I take courage. I have stronger faith. I remember to resource the source and create with divine love and the divine magic that the Sophia Dragons embodies so beautifully. And that's why we mentor with all the Ascended Masters, but I'd say like that's a big part of what the Sophia Dragon tribe, the Sophia Dragons as an angelic order, really offer us. That's so unique in this cosmology. It's this really like multiverse perspective on who we are, why we're here, and why we deserve to believe in ourselves, why we deserve to keep the faith, why we deserve to show up and truly put in the time, energy, and effort into what we believe in and what we want to birth for a new paradigm, a new sovereign paradigm on this planet. So we're going to be sharing a lot more about the Sophia Dragons and our free YouTube live series. Be sure to sign up for my email announcement at my website, kaira.com. And we're going to be dedicating an entire event to Sophia Dragon leadership teachings in Sedona. So if you're ready to up level in both the magic, creativity, sovereign empowerment, your psychic development in a really fun and exciting and community oriented way, come to the party in Sedona, September 14th. We're starting out with an actual community gathering, a dance party fundraiser for the Sophia Code Foundation. And then from the 15th to the 17th, we are going to have like an electric lightning bolt of a dragon party. We're going to just really go deep into learning about what you've been up to out there in the world in your light work with your leadership, your divine purpose, and where you want to go next. And we're calling it the Dragonheart Leadership Council because we're really inviting your direct interaction, your direct feedback, having this community dialogue in between channeling and receiving higher self activations, going deeper with your favorite ascended master mentors. But we've never dedicated a whole event just to the dragons. And the reason for this is we're living in extraordinary times. And if you want to really level up in your empowerment, hang out with dragons long enough and see what happens. Your whole life's going to change. Better yet said, the Sophia Dragons, because they're actually an angelic order. So yeah, feel free to just share any other questions that you might have about what I just offered in the chat. How are you feeling out there? I'm about to go live in the Sophia Code app for our full Q&A that happens every week, both with myself and the team angels for our Path of the Initiate membership. If there's anything else that you would like to share or ask, I'll just scan through the chat. Feel free to just type in those questions or any reflections. We've talked about Hathor. We talked about the audiobook. Yeah, we talked about the Lionsgate ceremony happening next week. Oh, this is a great question. Wissam is asking, when is the codex for the divine masculine? That's a really awesome question. So in the Sophia Code, we include Maha Avatar Babaji as a part of the divine feminine, divine masculine balance key code, key code 6. We have Jesus and Mary Magdalene sharing key code 5. And there's so much more to come around this. But my role, the commission that I've received from the Divine Mother, is to share about the Divine Mother and the divine sovereignty teachings for the divine feminine movement. There's so much healing and empowerment that needs to happen on the planet around the divine feminine that I've personally committed to channeling this divine feminine Christ Codex, because when we heal and empower the divine feminine within us, we can actually finally see the divine masculine principles clearly, both within us, and we can understand what's really happening with the divine masculine spiritual guides as well. Until we heal and truly understand the divine feminine, the divine masculine will always be some facade or fantasy or illusion of what we think it is, rather than being able to truly take it in for what it really is. And because there's also so much wounded patriarchal masculinity on the planet, it's like you got to start the cleanup somewhere. And so that's why I am dedicated to the divine feminine movement and to the movement for sovereignty, because along the way, as we collectively heal and empower the divine feminine principles of God consciousness within us, what happens is we open our body, hearts, and minds to be able to clearly and accurately articulate, define, and embrace the divine masculine aspects and guides of God consciousness that are here for us. Right now, we just have, in general, humanity just has like a really wounded relationship with the masculine. Like, oh, I just need a daddy figure to save me. And it's like the divine feminine teaches us, like, yes, there is a holy father that's protecting us. There's those aspects of God that's helping guide us to the provisions that we need. But like, we have to activate the divine feminine, the divine masculine attributes within us. And there's no one that can actually save you other than yourself, doing the true inner fierce journey of your own spiritual awakening. And so much gets projected onto the divine masculine as though it's here to like do the work for us. And that's just simply not true. And the divine feminine, when it's activated, it really guides us in our intuition of how to recognize that truth and how to embrace the genuine awakening process that we're all being called to. So both the divine feminine and the divine masculine can work together as one within us. So that's a little bit about that. And I do feel as though there will be a day that I could possibly dedicate a whole book to a specific divine masculine ascended master. I won't say who in this moment, but I've definitely been shown that. So we'll see where life takes me. It'll be fun. I got a lot of female masters books I got to write first. One of the one I'm working on now is Mother Mary for our Mother Mary Speaks journey. Olivia is sharing. Boom! Thank you so much, Kaia Ra. Always such epic empowerments, chills through my whole body. Oh, you're welcome, Olivia. So good to be here with you today. So if you'd like to learn more about the amazing live event that we have coming up in Sedona from September 14th to 17th, you can visit my website right now at kaiara.com. You can also book a call with one of our beautiful team angels. We have some of our team angels in the chat right now. We've got Jade, and we have Jesselyn, and Julie is here today. We also have Alex and Damien, and they're all happy to either jump on the phone or WhatsApp with you, be able to just talk you through your questions that you might have about attending this extraordinary live event. It's one of my favorite ways to serve is on stage. I get to have so much fun. I get to tell jokes and be very playful, and also throw lightning bolts and interact and get on stage with other leaders and have community dialogue directly with you. It's just so much fun. And it's so empowering. We just blew the roof off of the hotel in Marseille, France this summer. Sedona will be our last live event that you can attend. So we're really happy to be offering this community gathering of Wings Out West that you can now purchase your tickets for on my website at kaiara.com. Hey guys, I got to go head over to the Sophia Code app now. We're about to go live and with our beautiful team angels. So come join me over there for the Path of the Initiate membership services. Please remember to like this video. We offer a lot of free educational resources and content here at Kaia Ra Official. When you subscribe to this channel, when you hit that like button, you're making a difference in the world. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you in the Sophia Code app. Namaste.